Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulua Tech Designs, and I am your boy Lulua Mark. We are back with the second part of the project that we have been doing, and it's this project on the screen you're seeing, and this is how far we have taken it. So basically we are here to do the facading, and of course, as I told you before, we shall use all the methods possible that we have to try and achieve what you see on the screen. Most of these are claddings. We have already done the curtain walls, so we're going to do these other white claddings. So let's see how we can achieve this. We're starting, I think, let's start with this side. Let's do this side. And for this, I think I'm going to use masking. Let's try and use masking and see. Or extrusion. We can use masking here. Then in this side we use extrusion. Or we can use extrusion as well. Let me just use extrusion. So we shall simply come to architecture. You go to components, model in place. You look for generic models, then you are supposed to rename it the way you want. Then I will select this surface. You come to this set, you go to pick plane. I'll have to set my plane. It is supposed to highlight for you the plane white, in blue lines like this. Once that one is done, you can now draw your extrusion. So I think I had not selected extrusion, but set plane again, that plane. Then I'll use the rectangular method to create something here. I'll just simply create something like this all the way down. And then you can give it material. You can give material, let's say white clad, let's say clad white. Then okay, I'll say okay here. Then when you turn this, you'll see something like that. If I use these arrows to move it, you can move it the way you want. You can even bring it all the way here like that. If I finish this up like this, we shall have something like that. Of course, it will block the entire view from here. In fact, this will even come all the way up, like that. Now, according to this design, you realize this part has been this part is cut off from what we have done. So we are supposed to cut off some part here. So we shall simply edit it, like edit in profile. So you click on it, you click on the extrusion, you come to edit in place, then you click on it again, you go to edit extrusion. From here you can simply use I also use the rectangle tool or method to just create another rectangle inside here all the way down, I guess it remains up here. So if you click OK, you'll have something like that. You see, it will have it will leave that side as an open space, and this thing goes all the way down. Yeah, it goes all the way down. That means we're going to just continue edit, click edit extrusion. So we need to now cut some things here. So you come to split, you can split this and this. Actually this one doesn't matter, you just come to your trim, you extend this to this side, you also extend this to this side, then this odd man out, you delete it off. When I finish it up, it will have something like that. That will be our extrusion. You can see all the way inside. And of course now we have what, let me see, they have those lines that are drawn, and these are really basic. The same way you just edited, you click on it, you make sure you select the extrusion itself, then you edit in place, you select it again, you edit extrusion. So you can simply create those lines by editing this profile. You can let's say we are going to offset, let's do 4 meters. You set here 4 meters, that's a lot. Let's do 200, let's say 200. You offset it there like that, then you leave a gap. Let's say we're leaving a gap of 50, like that. Then you offset 200 again, 2 meters, then you offset 50. So for now I'm just sampling this part here for you. So you need to split, you split here, and then you split here. This is done because Revit does not accept a lot of loops. So anything you create or any profile you edit, it has to create a complete box, no loops. So you come to this trim, you can connect this, connect that, connect this, connect that, connect this, connect this. The same this side, connect these ones, this and that, this and this. So if I finish this up, we shall have something like that. You see, it has created those lines you see on the wall. My mouse is disturbing me a lot. Okay, basically that is how you can achieve these lines. You see these lines here. So that is how you do it. Then we need to create another extrusion on this surface, the cladding. So I'll still use this. I'll still use extrusion. You come to architecture, you go to components, model in place. We're looking for generic models. You can rename it the way you want. Then you select the extrusion, you come to set a plane, you pick a plane. I'm going to pick this plane. Then I'll use the rectangle method to create this as well, from up all the way down. Like that. Then of course the material is already here, so I'll select OK. Then if you try to rotate it, you'll see something like this. Okay. And then if we simply drag this one like this. It will cover the whole thing. Drag this. Then this one you drag it up a little bit. Then this one you bring it a little bit outside. So if I finish this up, it will have something like that. This part here, but of course it has those these openings. So to achieve that, we have to do what we already did. I'll also do some bit, and then basically to show you how to do it, you select it, you come to edit in place, select again, edit extrusion, you go to your offset. Of course we offset in 200, 2 meters by 50, a gap of 50, and then 2 meters again, gap of 50, 2 meters, gap of 50. Let's do one more, 2 meters, then a gap of 50. We go to the split tool, you zoom it well, you split, you split, you make sure you zoom it well to split. My mouse is disturbing me. I'll split here. You split it. Split this mouse. And then here you split. So you go to your trim, you trim this, bring it here, you link them up. Just like this. Like this, like this. And then this side you do the same. You close all the loops. I think, yeah, that's a bit. Let me finish it up here. Then I click finish. Then you'll have that. See this? That is how you can achieve those lines simply by editing profile. And then of course now we need to work on this side. Let me see. This side we only have something up there. we can use let's use massing for that. Up here, so we can turn it like this. You go to massing and site, you come to mass, in place mass, then of course you just close this. You're supposed to rename the mass the way you want. Click OK. Then you go to set, you set a plane. So our plane is going to be, I think, just we can select any panel like that. And then we can use also the rectangle method. Can use the rectangle method to create a mass around here, just like that. So you can select the mass, then let's first change the create form. We're supposed to give it form before we can change the material. I was looking for the material in the project browser, but we need to first create a form. You click here, you give a solid form. When you give a solid form, now it will allow you to create a material. For now, we are not interested in creating material, but I'm interested in finishing the mass, just like that. When we turn or when we rotate, the mass will be there, but of course it will be transparent. You can't see. You can drag and move it the way you want, just like that. So we are interested in basically creating a form, but what I want to do is I want to create a wall. I want to use the wall tool to create the form for it. So we shall come back to mass, we go to wall, then we shall select on the parts that we want to turn into a wall, just like that, just like that. Now you see this is now a wall. Let me just finish it up. You see now we have that part as a wall, but of course it still has the mass. The mass is still there. We can either leave it or delete it, but for me I think I can just delete the mass. It will give us our wall. So we can again edit this wall. We just now edit the profile. For wall, you click on it, you come to edit profile. I think we selected something else. We selected the curtain wall instead of this wall for the mass. Let me see. Yeah, that is the real wall now. So you edit profile, you simply do the same thing you did for the other sides. So you go to offset, you give the offset, all those stuff. $50. So this one is mods. So I'm going to delete. So for this, I think we need to use a smaller figure. Let's say 1 meter. And then by 50, a gap of 50, then 1 meter, a gap of 50, 1 meter, a gap of 50. So we can split. You go to the split tool, then you split. just like that. Then this side we do the same, we split, and then you go to your trim, you trim and extend, connect them. Just like that. The same for this side. Do this, do that. Think we're done. Then there's a line up here. We need to delete it, otherwise Revit will not accept this. So if I finish this up, we have an issue down here. These are not connected. You are going to trim. You'll have to make sure they are connected. And on this side, they have to be connected. When you finish up, we shall have something like that. See this? We have that. So you can do the same for this side. That is how you create these profiles, or those lines that you see on the buildings. Basically, that is how it is done. Let me see. So we can create these other ones. We can create these ones. So what I'll do here, I will use a sweep as one of the methods to achieve that. I'll create a sweep here. So let's go to architecture. We go to components, model in place. We're looking for generic models. Can I rename it? Okay. So instead of extrusion, we shall go to sweep. Then I'll pick path. From here I'll pick this path. Let me just, you click OK. Then you come to edit profile. You make sure you click on this surface or the face or the side. Then you see that red dot. Of course right now you can't edit unless you click on this part here, this icon. Then it will give you the angle where you can be able to draw. So now I can draw something with the rectangle method. I can just draw something like that. Let's see. Let's say this is going to be 1000 millimeters. That one I want to take it there 1.5, something like that. And then you finish it up. The material, you can give it white cladding. When you finish it up and we turn, we should see something like this. Now we need to make or create it or extend. We shall extend it from this side up to the other side. So to do that, you click on it, then you edit in place. You click on it again. You come to edit sweep. From here you are going to pick path, then you select pick 3D edges. So you pick the edges where you want this thing to extend, just like that. Now you need to link up these ones because Revit cannot accept so many loops. That's why we're going to use trim. You link this with this. You link this with this. You make sure you don't jump any. They have to all be linked up. I think they are linked up. Let me see. Let me click and see. Yeah, they're all linked up. So now we have something like that. You see that? Now this is simple. All we need to do is to click on this. We go to copy to clipboard. Then you select, you go to the paste, you select the align to selected levels. So we're going to select the levels that we want to copy this one to. So we shall select from 3 up to 8. When you click OK, you see we have done that. That part is finished. But of course there's this one excess, you just delete it. Now you can see how easy it is to do that. You create from one level and then you just copy and paste to other levels. So something like that. Then of course we have this side. Let me see what they have here. Basically the same thing. This side, they really have the same thing from here. So we can still achieve that. For this side, it's just basically the same thing. We can still use extrusion, we can use massing. I don't know what you prefer, but we can use massing here. Let's try and use, and I feel massing is a longer procedure. Nevertheless, let's use it here. You go to massing and site, you come to in place mass, you rename it. Then we're going to select, you set work plane. We're going to select any panel just like that. Then we can use the rectangle method to draw our mass. So simply draw a mass here. I think this one remains up there. So now after drawing your mass, you select the mass, you come to create form, you select solid, then basically you finish it up. So we have created a mass. You see it is here, though it has no color. Now we can turn it into wall. So you'll simply come to mass and insert, you select wall. Now you can simply place the wall. Let me see what they have. Okay, they are complaining because this wall is closed, it is attached to the other. So I'll undo, and then I'll select the mass. First undo, let me undo, finish the mass. All we need to do is to extend it a little bit outside. We extend it like this, just like that, a little bit, a little bit, just like that. Then we can now go to massing again. Then you pick wall, come and just plaster it on this. So after doing that, you can delete away your mass without any problems. You can just select it and delete the mass. I'll have the wall. Then the same story, just create now this, you create this part here. That is edit profile. You just click on edit profile, and basically you offset, and offset let's say by 2 meters. That's small. Then offset by 5 meters. I'll just offset once, and then Is that so? Or no? I'm using a longer procedure. Anyways, let me do that. I think it's better if we just use the rectangle method. We just create another rectangle inside here, simple like that. And then we use the split tool. We split here, then we come to the trim, we extend this to this side, we extend this to this side. This excess part, you delete it away. So you finish it up, it will create for you something like that. You open up that side. So the same way we created this is the same way you create this. You just offset and you'll be good to go. You see that? Basically, that is how you play around with this thing. And the same way we created a sweep here is the same way you're supposed to create sweep here. You just create one sweep and then you copy it to the next. So I think that will be it for this project. Basically, those were the key tools that I wanted to show you: extrusion, massing, and sweep. And these are the major tools that you can use, or methods you can use to achieve these complex facades. So if you found this useful, please make sure you subscribe to Lulu Tech Designs. And of course, we are still going to create more and more projects for you. I'll really wish to see you in the next project that is coming. Thank you.